All right, guys. So we've covered the strangle mechanics. We've covered the strangle from the strangle side. We've covered the strangle from the underhook side. But of course, sometimes we don't get a clean strangle under the chin. Sometimes we have to go over the chin. And that's where we have what's called a mandible strangle. So Placido is going to demonstrate how he would tuck his chin, right? So obviously, for those unfamiliar, I'm trying to get under the chin. But if he tucks it, it's hard for us to get what a lot of people would consider a clean choke. But in reality, we are choking the carotid arteries. And when he tucks his chin, he's not actually protecting against the carotid arteries, and we still find mechanics to finish that strangle. So whenever Placido is tucking his chin, I always go as deep as I can. I'm trying to get my elbow as deep as his center line here. So I'm not going to have my elbow here for a mandible strangle. I'm going to have it deep. What we're going to do is we're going to connect our hands exactly how he had. So remember how we were talking about elbow to elbow? We're going to do exactly that. Elbow to elbow again. But instead of thinking of pulling two elbows cross body, I want to just bring both my elbows towards his pec. And then I apply downwards pressure to get that submission, right? So we can still strangle Placido through his chin as long as we have downwards pressure and slightly across to his pec. So when we have the chin out of the strangle, I'm going to be bringing elbows across to get the strangle. We have his chin in. We're still bringing him across from an elbow to elbow position, but we're just placing him on the pec. And I bring everything down. We should be able to get a clean strangle. So obviously, I want to preface this with saying Placido's chin's in the strangle and we just squeeze as hard as we can. Yeah, it's going to hurt them. It is going to hurt. It's also going to strangle. Most people in a training environment will tap to the pain. Most people in a competition environment will eat a lot more of that pain. So again, if we want to strangle them, we want to use slow, consistent pressure. And we can strangle through the chin cleanly as long as we don't just go crazy on the squeeze. We apply steady pressure and pressure down, and we're going to find a clean strangle despite the mandible being in the way. So again, just because you see training partners in the gym strangling each other over the face, it's not fair to assume that it is a pain submission. We can still submit them and strangle them through that, and if we do it technically, it really is not going to hurt your opponent or training partner all that much.